Ravens win! Ravens win! Even if you didn't have a team favorite, it was still an exciting game, and today the celebration continues. Of course, that was part of the show. The other part of the show is the commercials. What'd you think? Did they live up to the hype? We're going to hear from you.
Is gluten-free really better? Do you even know what foods have gluten in it? Coming up, we find out what the protein does to your body and how you can find alternatives for it.
A piece of history in Dorchester County slowly coming back to life. Coming up, we explain the importance of this church.
Romance for a Cure, how one woman's helping make a difference, one cookie at a time.
And WBOC's Bill Mitch joins us in the kitchen and shows us some moves. Delmarva Life starts right now. Got a fired up audience today. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Life from Historic Studio D.
And of course, we'd like to welcome our studio audience. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see some purple.
Oh, yeah.
Got some Ravens fans here. And here it is.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the
The
sun.
Ravens win. Super Bowl champions. I tell you what, Ray Lewis got quite a retirement party,
Boy,
didn't he?
didn't.
And his retirement gift? A ring.
Nice little ring.
Nice little ring.
Great big diamonds.
Not a watch, a ring.
Who needs a watch? Got a ring. Flacco got MVP.
Yeah.
Great. That was
What a night. Did you
terrific.
watch?
I saw it up until the blackout. I saw Jacoby Jones end the first half. I saw Jacoby Jones start the second
Yeah.
half. Lights went out, and I thought it's going to have to be huge to beat that.
Yeah.
And it almost did.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was quite the
I
game.
did the same thing. I watched a little bit after the lights went out, and then I went to bed. But there it is, the celebrations on the field. There's Joe Flacco MVP, the Harbaugh brothers. Yeah, that was a tough one for the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was
And
apparently a
there's-
tough one for them too.
Exactly. And there's the purple confetti. Did you see? Did you see the shot of them making confetti angels?
I think it's coming. I thought it was coming up right
Yeah,
there. Maybe we
I
missed
thought
it.
that was pretty cool.
That was
Now,
great.
the celebration is going to continue in Baltimore tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and WBOC is going to be there. So you want to,
Gonna be there.
yeah, got to be there for the big parade. It's happening.
Take you to the party. But yeah, now there were, other than the game and the blackout and the halftime show, there's a lot of talk today about the commercials.
About the commercials, yeah.
A lot of talk about the commercials today. One of the reasons is because we took it to Facebook to find out exactly what you thought about the commercials, what you liked best. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at those. Kyle Joseph said the Budweiser Clydesdale commercial entitled Brotherhood is by far the best.
Yeah, a lot of people liked that one. Another one that was liked, the Audi commercial where the boy kisses the girl and then gets beat up. Awesome. That was one of my favorites as well.
Lisa said Audi and Toyota. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Lisa said toss up between M&M's and Doritos.
Yeah, I like M&M's and Doritos both. So, and then Lindsay said Audi and Toyota, both equal creative.
Oh, okay. Well, Sharon said not GoDaddy.
Right, I have to agree with you. We had a lot of people.
I didn't see that one.
Well,
Have
guess
we got
what? We got it. There it is.
Okay.
You watch this, Jimmy.
Okay,
And
now this is one thing,
Yeah,
but this wasn't the issue.
the issue. Yeah, we put the sound down.
Yes, for a very specific reason, because it was, yeah. Okay, moving on. Swiftly moving on.
Well, and then we got
That
another
was-
one from Tammy, and she said, not GoDaddy, ick. kind of like the Calvin Klein one. Did you? Did you kind of like the Calvin Klein one? I kind of liked it too. Did you like the Calvin Klein one?
I didn't see the Calvin Klein
okay.
one. What a surprise. Lindy said the milk commercial with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Kim Ben O'Grady says Dorito Princesses, and that's one of the ones that we
talked to them.
We talked to
Yeah.
the guy who did that one. That was a good one. I like that.
Barb liked Oreos in the library.
Did you see that one?
I didn't see that
That's
one.
the one
I
where
missed a whole bunch of them
Oh
here.
yeah. Everyone is like fighting, and it's quiet. They keep it quiet because they're in the
I
library.
didn't see that one.
And then finally, Tom Taylor said, "You've got to love the E-Trade baby."
I did see that one.
Yeah. Well, Anheuser-Busch climbed back into the saddle with the Super Bowl's top commercial, a heart-tugging tale of the bond between a trainer and the Budweiser Clydesdale he raised.
Yeah.
Aw, it is heart-tugging.
Isn't that cute? It was a great spot. The foal was born just a few days before that commercial was made. I think like 7 days before, and of course that was before the Super Bowl. And they're looking at actually naming the foal here in the next couple of days, I believe.
Oh, really?
They're going to, yeah, as a matter of fact, they're going to announce that tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
What the new name of the foal is, Anheuser-Busch.
All right.
Well, the Super Bowl outshined a couple of things. We'll mention that in our hot topics this afternoon. One of them being Punxsutawney Phil said spring was coming early.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it until this morning. I went, oh, wait a
Really?
minute, that Groundhog Day was Saturday.
It was
Went right
Saturday.
past me. The other thing, and this kind of strikes home with me because I am a chaplain, yesterday was Chaplain's Day. Sunday was 70 years to the day from the day that these four guys here, 4 United States Army chaplains, gave up their life jackets to save other civilian and military personnel during the sinking of the troop ship USAT Dorchester. Now, if you look at that, you can probably figure out who's who. Methodist minister chaplain George Fox, Rabbi chaplain Alexander Good, Dutch Reformed minister chaplain Clark Poling, and Catholic priest chaplain John Washington went down with the ship. Some 230 of the 904 aboard the ship were saved.
Wow.
Because
I'd
and
never
four
heard
of
that
them
story.
because they gave up their life
Life
vests.
jackets. How
Yeah,
about that?
went down the ship.
Well, an important piece of history in Dorchester County is going through a transformation. The Christ Rock Church, located right off of Church Creek Road in Cambridge, began being renovated last summer.
Yeah, a project that was possible because of the dedication of those in the community. As a matter of fact, Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros is outside the church this afternoon with some more on the project. Brian, talk to us.
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, this right here is Christ Rock Church. It dates back to 1875, and you know, since last summer, a tremendous amount of work has been done here on this church. We're going to show you some of the before pictures in just a minute, but first I want to introduce you to Herschel Johnson, who is the president of the Friends of Stanley Institute and one of the key players in spearheading this project. So first, explain what the historical significance is to the church in this community here.
Well, Brian, as you said, the church was built in 1875, post-Civil War, and this community is over a century and a half. And we really want this church to show the history of where Harriet Tubman and her husband John Tubman, who lived down the road, and what the lands that they traveled and what the slaves and what the community had to go through. So we had this as a museum.
Right, so a lot of history here. This was a predominantly black community. You know, we have pictures from last summer that kind of show how bad this church was. It was in rough shape. You guys have done a tremendous amount of work. Just take me through some of what you've had to do with the church.
Well, Brian, we had to raise the church because termite damage. It was a lot of damage done to the church. So with raising it, we were able to repair it, and we had to replace the windows, the sidings, the paint, and a lot of work has gone into the building.
And it shows you guys have made tremendous progress. There's some more that obviously has to be done. And some of that work is on the inside as well.
Yes, we have to do the interior restoration.
So a lot still to be done, but you guys have come a long way. And we should mention that all of this sort of started because of something that's across the street, the one-room school, the Stanley Institute. Explain how this all kind of came about.
Stanley Institute is a community-owned school. It was moved here from Church Creek. It was built in 1865 in Church Creek and moved here in 1867. And it taught African American children from 1867 to 1962, and from grades 1 through 7. And it got its name Stanley Institute because Ezekiel Stanley was one of the members of this community. And you know, with the help of grants from the Maryland Historical Trust and Professor Dale Green from Morgan State University, who is our architect, we have really come a long way.
You guys have done a lot. You've renovated the schoolhouse, you've renovated the church. Now a lot of work to be done. We'll have to come back when it's all finished to see the end result.
Yes, yes.
Herschel, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. It was a pleasure. Now, as Herschel just said, a lot of the money that's been helped to renovate the church has come from grants, but if you are interested in donating money toward this project, all you have to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and we'll have all the information there for you. So there you go, Jimmy and Lisa. A great deal of history here in Dorchester County, and it's only just begun. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Ah, a lot of rich history down there.
Building does look beautiful.
It does.
Really, really
and
does.
in fact, this is the Harriet Tubman Centennial. The celebration began over the weekend. I guess it was 100 years ago that Harriet Tubman had died. This is Cambridge artist Charles Ross, who was a descendant and painted a mural right there. Isn't that beautiful? Local officials and family descendants presenting memorial wreaths at the mural wall featuring Tubman in the Harriet Tubman Memorial Garden.
Yeah, so that's a great thing going on. March 10th, I think, is
March
actually
10th.
the centennial
Yep.
of her death up in New York. And as a matter of fact, Brian Spiros spoke with the family, the descendants of Harriet Ross Tubman.
Yeah, we're
And-
going to
and
hear
he's-
from that later in the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
looking
stuff
forward
there.
to that.
Have you heard this thing out of Prince George County?
Mm-hmm.
They're wanting to begin copyright, or they're proposing anyway, copywriting the work that comes from like the teachers and some of the students, which means essentially they would then own the artwork that the kids do in the classroom and the lesson plans that the teachers do in preparation for class.
Really?
It's just a
So if my
proposition right now.
child draws a picture, paints a picture in art class,
School
it's the
owns it.
property of the school.
School owns it. Now, I'm sure there's a good reason for this, but I absolutely do not know what it would be. I don't know why they would, but there's got to be a reason for a proposition like that. So, so what do you think about it? Let us know. Let us know on Facebook what your opinion is of the possibility of your school copyrighting your child's artwork, and
Yeah.
we'll see how that
Interesting.
goes there.
Well, real quickly, speaking of schools, I want to send out congratulations to Milford Middle School. They finished second place at the Henlopen Conference Championships held at the Milford Central Academy this weekend.
Woohoo.
3 wrestlers were crowned conference champions.
Nice.
So congratulations to them.
Good job, guys.
Yeah,
A lot of work there.
absolutely.
Well, Disney on Ice presents Worlds of Fantasy at the Wycomico Youth and Civic Center. You can experience a magical Disney fantasy on ice, including dazzling skating, special effects, and our beloved characters. The tickets are on sale now.
And the show's coming to town on Thursday, February 14th through Sunday, February 17th. For ticket information, go to delmarvalife.com, or you can call that number, 410-548-4911. We'll tell you this week how your family, or how you can win a family 4-pack to go see the show. All right, well, still to come on Delmarva Life, as if we need an excuse to eat sweet treats. But proceeds from purchasing these goodies go to a great cause, to fight cancer. How you can get involved in Romance for a Cure.
Plus, the ads say the Yoshi Blade is the world's best ceramic knife. We're going to find out for ourselves as we put it to the test.
And later, celebrating 7 years of Rules of Engagement right here on WBOC. We'll get a sneak peek of tonight's season premiere, Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and Mitsubishi dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.